Happy new month. This is the month of February 2022, and I'm absolutely delighted to have you join me once again here on CITAM Church Online. Now, of course, the month of February is normally seen as the month of love because of Valentine's Day on the 14th, but it's also an interesting month in other parts of the world. In the United States, it's Black History Month, and it's also Heart Health Month. So anyone, of course, who has heart issues or is interested in making sure that you take care of your physical heart, this is the month, of course, to pay attention to that. Well, because we are looking at the theme of love or the thoughts of love in the month of February, at least for the first 2 weeks because of Valentine's Day, somebody once said that the best way that you can spell love is T-I-M-E. Now, I know some of you probably heard that before, and I understand what the person who said that was trying to say, but I think there's an even more important way to spell the word love. So stay with me for the next few minutes. My name is Reverend Kwame Rubadiri, and this is CITAM Church Online. I think one of the most effective ways to spell the word love is L-I-S-T-E-N. That's listen. Now, there's a wonderful verse in the scripture in Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 13. And this is what it says. I'm reading from the NIV. To answer before listening, that is folly and shame. To answer before listening, that is folly and shame. We're not necessarily good listeners, especially in the rush of the activity, the noise, and the information that bombards us every single day. Everyone is trying to get our attention. And at a time when we're trying to focus on our relationships, on the love between husband and wife, between partners who are getting ready to be married, and I want to be absolutely clear here, that as a church and certainly as a believer, I believe that marriage is between a man and a woman. That in that context, it's hard to really pay attention, especially when you become familiar, when you get used to the person that you're married to or the person that you're in love with, that you're not always prepared to listen. And listening is not just to hear the words that are coming from someone's mouth, or to acknowledge that, yes, they said something, you're not quite sure what it was, but you try to get round to it at some point. Listening requires giving absolute attention. And there are 3 levels of listening that I want to just share with you, even as you start thinking about painting the town red in a couple of weeks' time, in a week's time actually, as Valentine comes upon us. It's important to listen empathetically. By that I mean that you listen with a level of care. You listen as though it is you speaking and you want the other person to take what you're saying seriously. You listen to the point where they know that you care not just about the words they're saying, but the way that they feel and the tone in which those words are coming across. You listen to the point where they know that they can be absolutely in your trust and in your care because you truly love them. That's what loving someone enough to listen is all about. But there's another level of listening, and that is to listen intentionally. And that is to simply make time to say that I'm going to spend the time it takes for you to share with me what it is you want to say. I'm going to listen to the point where you know that everything you've said and everything you've not said has been heard, and that you feel that that's a load that's been taken off your back. Any wife will tell you, husbands, and this is for guys, women, you can listen in if you want to. Most times your wife just wants you to listen to what's on her heart. Now, because of our left brain activity as guys, we want to solve the problem. We want to find a solution to what's being said, or we're afraid of what's being said because we feel that we're being attacked. But if we truly listen to what your wife wants to say, and many times it's just so that she can get the words out, she can get her emotions out, she can get her feelings out, not for any solution, not for any problem to be solved, but just to be heard. That puts you on a huge uplift when it comes to your love deposit in your relationship. But then finally, to listen practically. As I said before, we're distracted so much in this world today. One of the best ways to listen is to just shut off your phone, go to somewhere that's private, that's quiet, a place where you know your words will not be interrupted by someone else or something else, and just give the time. Listen in a practical way. So listen empathetically, listen intentionally, and listen certainly practically. God bless you.